to try and get it done on your birthday, or?
Just trying to get it done. That's all that really matters. So, doesn't really matter when, but yeah, I just so happened to fall right before my birthday, or right after my birthday, so worked out great.
I just celebrated by another rock or something.
Yeah. Nah, it was a good off day yesterday. Celebrated my birthday, and it's my little baby girl's birthday today, so just hung out and, let the process take care of itself, and got some steak last night, so that was all that mattered.
Yeah, we heard it late.
Huh?
We heard it from...
Yeah, raw. Just raw steak. Yeah, just complete Liver King action. Yeah, it was great.
Do you cook them, or does did you go?
Nah, we went somewhere where they cook them better than I could ever cook them. So.
What's your favorite steakhouse in town?
I know apparently it's a little soft, but I love a fillet. It's not too fat. It still has a lot of taste in it. And if they can cook it well, then it's worth it, but it's hard to cook. So we went to a place where I know they can cook it well.
How long was the deal in the works?
It's been back and forth. A lot of the time I talk to my agent, but he's kind of doing his thing. I just try to play ball. So that's the main objective.
What does it mean to you? Obviously you want to have a place. You had said it early in camp about you like that you seem to have found a place here. What does it mean to you to have the contractual stability to go with how you were already kind of feeling about playing here and being in this role?
It's awesome being able to solidify it a little bit, and I really like what we got going on here. I enjoy the coaching staff. I love the weight room. I love the way we kind of run things, and love my teammates, love the environment. So I'm stoked to be able to kind of dig in some more roots here and just really focus on what I need to do, and then don't worry about all that other extracurricular stuff. Now I can just worry about football, and that's all that really matters. So get out there and, signed it this morning, but got to get out there and practice. So it's just another day. So stoked about it, but also, now it's definitely ease of mind to just think I can just go out and play ball to the wall.
Talking about your teammates, saw a short video of guys congratulating James Conner. I was pretty excited. What was that like to get the reaction from the teammates?
Oh, it was awesome. it's very genuine. It seemed like, but yeah, it was good. I don't like all the attention, so but it was, so I tried to tell them all to chill. But no, it was cool.
I know you've talked about your beginnings, your unusual beginnings with this sport, but could you have ever imagined, when you go all the way back to Denmark, that it could have led you on this path?
No, I think it's also been a lot of bumps in the road, so you never really, it's definitely it's gone quick the past couple of years with getting some playing time and stuff like that, but I think it's definitely a milestone for my own personal self, but at the same time, it's just really nice to be able to just relax in the sport and relax in your position and relax in, like, what do I need to do now just to be a better player? What do I need to do to service the team? What do I need to do to give us wins? Instead of sometimes you try to survive in this league and you do everything you can for yourself, of course, for the team, but there's definitely a little bit like, I need to just make this roster. How can I make it? So I've been in that situation multiple times, and sometimes I didn't make it. So definitely at this point, it's definitely freeing to sit back and think, okay, now I can truly just only focus, not think about anything else but football, and only think about being better, not like, oh, what if and what if that and whatnot. So it's definitely a good feeling.
With the starting offense not playing in games, do you guys feel like you have a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like when you're out there in Buffalo with what you've done in practice?
I think we have an idea, but you never really know until we hit the field. And even in preseason, it's even if we went out there, it'd be hard to kind of figure it out. So like to know what it was going to look like. So we have an idea in practice, and we have an idea of how it is we want to run things, but things are going to shape up. I've said that a couple of times before. You never really know until you get out there, and then one play that was really efficient for us last year might not be as efficient, but then it opens up holes for something else. So I think one thing is just we just got to keep staying adaptive to it and being able to, whatever it is that defense gives us, just try to exploit it to the best of our abilities. And, we have some phenomenal skill players around. All across the board that I know that just give them the ball and they'll make the O-line right. So even if we mess it up, which we might do time to time. But yeah, I think we're feeling we're in a good spot.
The center position, did you always envision that this could be your path to, get a deal in the NFL, to be solidified on a roster, and then what was it that you think you could take advantage of playing that position?
I mean, I always played guard when I first moved to O-line in college, so guard was that's where I thought I was going to be. I played a little bit of center in college, but I didn't think that was going to be my MO, but you just naturally kind of transitioned to it, and then there was an injury, and I popped in, and I played center, and I was like, I'm a little bit better at this than guard, and then it just kind of stuck on from there. I don't know. Just whenever there's an opportunity, you just kind of seize it, and some injuries happened, and then all of a sudden it was my number was being called, and then I had to just answer to it.
What are the biggest differences to you between the spots?
Say it again?
What are the biggest differences to you between the spots?
I mean, I think just the more outside you go, the more time you got in between contact, first initial contact. So I obviously has quicker contact than a tackle, so there might not be as much pace in it as a tackle. He can kind of feel like 1-2 kick, 1-2 punch, 1-2 whatever. So it's a little bit quicker on it, and I think helped me a little bit. Just kind of get hands on and kind of wrestle. It's more of a wrestling match the further inside you get, and then just instead of dealing with all this space and length. So I think that's something that I've been able to do a pretty good job at.
How would you explain the maybe underrated importance of a center with the physical aspect of it, but then of course the flip side of just recognizing the defense, communicating it, and all those things?
Can you reframe? Can you reframe that? Sorry.
So just talking about where centers you have to have the physical aspect,
yeah,
but also then the mental aspect of knowing the defense, calling out to your teammates, and how to balance that, how important that is on an offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, I think center, of course, it's not always just position blocking, but I mean, I was talking to the boys the other day, and I honestly think guard might be like the most physically demanding spot out of all the linemen, just because you pull, you hit really hard, you hit linebackers, you fly around, you kick out DNs more often than a center or a tackle would. So I think obviously there's a mix between making sure that everybody's in the right call, but generally the guards also have an idea. It's just that I need to make the call, and I think that's the biggest hurdle when I first moved to center is just get it out of your mouth and actually just say it. You know what you're doing. It's just weird saying it because you've always relied on somebody else to say it. But yeah, I mean, just ideaing it, and then if you have a good idea of what the defense shows you, then you always know where you're going to go. And then, you just kind of take control about where everybody's going to go. But then at the same time, the way we move the center around, I pull a lot, I move around a lot. I go downfield, I go through, I get double teams. And so, I mean, we utilize all positions with a no line to, get the best chance to score points and get the ball downfield.
Sorry to go down the life paths again, but okay. You seem very comfortable in this setting, in American culture. When did that happen for you? How long did it take to adapt and feel comfortable?
I don't know. I mean, I think I just came over with an open mind and tried to assimilate to the culture as much as I could when I first came over as a 16-year-old, as an exchange student. And, I mean, I think football kind of helped it. It's just a big old family. They just took me in. I was just the exchange student. They're like, all right, let's just take this guy in and protect him or whatever, and then take him around and show him around. And then it was kind of easy for me to just kind of follow into that brotherhood and, all the boys kind of helping you out or inviting you out to things or doing whatever. And then you just kind of learn, I guess. But, yeah, I don't know. Just came over here with an open mind and worked out in the end, I guess.
JG said he feels like you haven't hit your ceiling yet. Did you feel like you got progressively better last season, and how much potential is still left in your mind?
I mean, I think there's always potential left. I think if you ever think there's not, then you're stuck. I'm not always going to be on an upward trajectory. I'm probably also going to have some bad games or some bad days and some bad times. But at the same time, overall, I feel like the trajectory's been going up, and that's all I just got to keep on doing. Just got to utilize every day I got to try to be better, even in practice and in games. And games is those reps are invaluable. I mean, just the more reps you get out there live, it just feels the game slows down a little bit more. You have a little bit more confidence in where you're going instead of just being a practice guy and then having to memorize everything on every position and then just hopefully you get some reps that game. So definitely those game reps are amazing and has helped me tremendously. But yeah, I mean, I think there's still a lot of ball that I can be way better at. Still a lot of things I can do better. So that's what we're looking forward to. And then hopefully in the meantime, we can win some games while doing it.
You said you didn't always play offensive line. Where did you play before offensive line?
I was a recruit as a D tackle in college, and then I transitioned after my freshman year. I'm a little bit better at guard, at center, or at O-line, so I think I've grown to like it more. But yeah.
JG said this week is structured more like a game week than training camp was the last couple of weeks. How much are you kind of raring to go for a real game action in a few weeks against Buffalo?
Oh, we're excited, but I mean, it's definitely nice to be able to be back in our own environment here and not, at a hotel somewhere or whatever. So you can kind of have a week now to be like, okay, what's my weekly preparations going to look like, and kind of get a trial week for that. And then next week we just hit the road running.
How excited are you for this line coming together as a group, and how important that is in keeping guys together? How much of a ceiling do you think there is for this group right now?
I mean, I think all across right now, the five that we're starting with, like Paris' ceiling is, what does old boy say it? The ceiling is a roof for him, or whatever you call it. He's only just begun. So, and with Evan, tons of experience there, and Will as the guards. Just, it's great to be between two boys that, has played a ton of ball. And then Jonah out on the tackle, he's also just a really, really good player. So I'm excited to see where we can go. We never know until we kind of get going in Buffalo, and there's definitely going to be some plays where we'd love to have those back. But I think overall, I'm really excited to see what this group can do.